the granting of broadcast licenses by former President Bharat Jagdeo. The recent disclosure that Jagdeo granted close associates of the government 5 radio frequencies each has stirred public controversy among opposition politicians and private media. Jagdeo granted 5 radio frequencies each to his best friend Dr. Bobby Ramru, the Mirror newspaper, which belongs to the ruling PPP, and Telcor Broadcasting, which is tied to a government minister. Jagdeo granted those frequencies in the very month he left office, November 2011.
What I would see it as is a commitment that he had made. One, to break the radio monopoly, and secondly, to change some of the old laws that were there, and to allow more liberalization in this area. So I suspect he was fulfilling a commitment that he made very early in his second term. So from that point of view, I don't see anything irregular about it.
Broadcasting experts have said that 5 frequencies are not needed to relay programming, that other facilities could be used instead of clogging up the airwaves and limiting the availability of frequencies that could be awarded to others. President Ramotar would not be dragged into a discussion about the technical aspects of broadcasting.
You're asking me a technical issue, but because as far as I understand, if those things were not done, we would have to be putting in, this is of course subject to the fact that I'm not the specialist in this area. You'll have to be putting in some very, very high towers all over the place. That might not be the best thing that you want to do at this point in time. But these are technical issues. I really can't, and I don't know if I can satisfy your answers, but that's one of the things that I understand, that it will entail extremely high towers, much more than anything that we ever have at this point in time. And it probably is much safer to have the frequencies instead of these towers.
Jagdeo also granted cable licenses on the 2.5 GHz band to 2 close associates of the ruling party, Vishuk Prasad and Brian Young. In fact, Prasad's license was granted in the same month he began operating his WiMAX service. The president said he sees nothing that smacks of favoritism or irregularity in the granting of those cable licenses. Meanwhile, protests against the issue of the licenses granted by Jagdeo continue today in front of the offices of Kaicher News. Royston Drakes has that report.